Hello everyone, my name is Gissel and today I'm going to be doing a look with rhinestones that I got from Kiara Sky. So here I already prepped my nails. I used Young Nails Swipe to dehydrate my nails and their Protein Bond to prime my nails. And I'm just using a clear layer or like a base from Kiara Sky, and then I'm going in with Off the Grid from their All-in-One powders. And it's such a beautiful color. It's a really nice blue-green color. I'm kind of hoping I could find one a little bit lighter than this one, but honestly, it's great. It's an awesome color for Easter that's coming up. So since I always start off with my pinky, I literally always mess up, and as you can see, it's already starting to look all wonky and chunky, but I do end up fixing it. So right here I'm using a glitter from Kiara Sky. I think it's called Glam and Glisten, but I end up switching it up and taking the glitter off eventually because it's too chunky to add glitter. So I end up, like, when I file it, I end up taking it out. So I end up putting rhinestones on my pinky anyways, but you'll see that in action. Right now I'm pinching my nails, or nail. It's something to get used to. I have to figure out when to actually do it when the acrylic's like semi-hard, because when it's a little too soft, it ends up making it weird, like very rectangular edges, if that makes sense. I don't know if you can see it, but you'll see it eventually, especially on my thumb. Like, my thumb is really wide, so the pincher kind of like took off some acrylic, so I had to add more acrylic afterwards. But yeah, I figured for nail forms, the thinner the base, the more I could just take out the nail form and just work from above it, if that makes sense too. But you'll also see that I tried doing an ombre on my ring finger and I really failed. I don't know why, but this blue-ish kind of color with the white just didn't blend well. I have tried ombre with white and a nude, and that went perfectly fine, but this one was kind of like wonky, so I ended up covering it with 3D flowers anyways, so you'll see that too. So here I'm gonna be brave and bold and add some Mylar glitter. I hope I'm saying that right again, because I always say it wrong. But I'm gonna add some Mylar glitter from Valentino Beauty Pure. So here I'm just adding some Mylar glitters, but then I end up realizing that I want them more at the top and not at the bottom, because either way I didn't put enough acrylic for the bottom, and I didn't want to make it clear at the bottom either. So I end up scraping it off and just putting it at the top and adding more acrylic at the bottom. So that's how I made it work, but whatever. I mean, I was trying my hardest to do this fast, but at the same time, it really was not that easy, especially because it's getting hotter here. So now my acrylic is drying faster, which I also have to get used to, because before it was really cold, so I had a little bit more time and I was like, oh, like this takes too long, and now I'm like, oh, this is going too fast. So, you know, it's a whole learning process. sometimes I think when I'm watching these videos, like, why don't I just do coffin nails? They're so much more easier than almond nails, because almond nails, like, you have to perfect it to your nail shape or else it's gonna look really round, in my opinion. At least that's how I see it. Or stiletto. But yeah. Anyways, going back to this index finger, I am adding Glam and Glisten from Kiara Sky, and I'm doing it with a bit of clear. And here I end up leaving it for sure, and I tried pinching it when it was kind of dry. It is a little sped up because this video was going to be extremely long and my laptop memory was not having it apparently. So as you can see, my thumbs are pretty wide, like I said, and I didn't end up closing the nail form because it kept messing up with the side walls of my nails. So I just kept them open so that way I can get the acrylic really nice and to my nail, I guess. And here's where my thumb just looks weird. Like, I'm talking about weird, especially when I pinch it. You'll see how the pinching tool leaves like, it basically scrapes off the sides, and I eventually have to add a little bit more acrylic. But the thing is that I needed that C curve or else my thumb was gonna look the widest nail of all. So the pinching tool definitely works. I recommend it, but it's a learning process as to when to pinch it. And my thumb, I don't think it'll ever pinch correctly because it's just too wide, but it works for all the other fingers, so I'm okay with it. And you're about to see it. So for these nails that I'm just topping off is just to add a little bit more structure since they were kind of flat or they had divots in them. Here I'm adding some more clear with some mylar just to fill in the gaps, especially in my ring finger, fill in the gaps, and definitely in my thumb I had to fill in some gaps. So after some filing and buffing, I'm moving on to the 3D nail art. I am doing 3D flowers, and this is my first time doing it on myself. I've tried it on like my nail swatch sticks, but it's not the same as doing it on yourself, and especially I was trying to do a dual tone, so I was using the blue and the white, but you'll see it. And I'm using Young Nails Imagination nail art brush. It's no longer on their website, but they did say they're going to be restocking brushes soon. I don't know if they'll be restocking specifically this one, but I believe it is a nail art brush in the size either 4 or 6, but I'm pretty sure it's a 4. I'm kind of looking for a size 2 because I don't really do long nails, so I need a smaller brush, in my opinion. I don't know. I worked, I think, okay with this one, but I went overboard, and you'll see that in a few. So here I'm like looking at my nails and I'm like, let me add more petals. And that's where I feel like I messed up because it looks so simple and nice. And then I feel like the more petals that I added, the more I was like, oh no, I messed up. It doesn't look terrible. It's just not what I wanted originally, but it is what it is. So it's not ugly. It's just not the best in my opinion, but it's fine. It's my first try. It's okay. So I do add some blue acrylic in the center just so it won't be too white. And then I decide to do some petals on my thumb, on the side of my thumb, and I think that looks cute. But something about it kind of was like off. I don't know. I felt like my last petal I did it kind of weird or whatever, but still pretty nice. I liked it. And here I'm using Kiara Sky's Bling It On gel adhesive. I think that's what it was called. Sorry, but you know, they're glue. And I'm using Seaglass Rhinestones, and they're amazing. They went with this color so well. I didn't decide to use any other rhinestone but this one, but if I were to choose another rhinestone, it definitely would have probably been Bejeweled, because it has that like blue lilac hue, or Silver Dollar, or Moonstone even would have went. But I literally just did Seaglass with this one, and I really liked it. After I put the rhinestones in the curing lamp for 60 seconds, I use this small nail art brush from Klupa to put some extra glue around the sides of the rhinestones so they could just adhere better, and then I cure it again for 60 seconds, but I already fast forward, and here I'm just putting some adhesive on my pinky nail all around near the cuticle, not on the cuticle, so I can add some rhinestones, and it looks so cute. And now I'm just adding some top coat from Kiara Sky and making sure that I get next to the rhinestones, not on top of them, but next to them, so that there is no gap between the rhinestone and the gel. So using a nail art brush that I got on Amazon, I'm just adding some top coat to the nail that has the 3D flowers and the little rhinestones, and just filling it in with some top coat because I didn't want it to be too matte either. I wanted the flowers to be matte, but not the actual nail. So here is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry that it was kind of sped through, but my laptop was acting up and the memory was full for some reason, but I'll fix that. Anyways, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave me any questions or comments that you have about this. And thank you guys all for watching. It's greatly appreciated. And until next time, bye!